Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome back. It's Beauty News time. This is going to be the August edition of Beauty News. We're going to jump straight into it. Surprisingly, so we've talked about blush a lot this year. Lots of blush releases from lots of brands, and we really don't have that many this month. However, there was one that popped up that we think is worth talking about. This is from a brand called, I think it's pronounced Rabanne. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Rabanne. We do love that, Rabanne. These are absolutely adorable mini blush palettes. They're actually called mini blushy blush palettes, and they fit in the palm of your hand. There's 2 shades in each pan, and they're just itty bitty adorableness.
They are
and
cute.
I want one.
Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Are they cream?
$31. I think they are cream. I think they're all cream. And it appears that there's like a shimmer and a, matte.
Creme.
Well, not matte, but a creme flat shade in all of them except for one, which would be Mean Girl Club.
Look like they'd be like little key ring things.
I know, they
very cute and
do.
portable.
They're adorable. I love them.
I'm shocked that that's the only blush news of the month. I'm literally
I know.
like, what? Where?
What's going on?
We're blushed
I wonder
out.
if it's because the US is coming into their cooler season and potentially they don't deem blush to be an autumn winter release.
Maybe not.
I reckon, yeah.
You might be onto something. All right, the next thing we're going to be talking about, there's a couple of sort of celebrity brands that are coming out. The first one is a bit unusual. Well, it's not unusual. It's probably makes a lot of sense. It's by Blake Lively, and it's a hair care brand called Blake Brown Beauty. And Hayley just informed me that that is her maiden name, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah. But Blake Brown, I don't know if I'd buy hair care by Blake Brown.
No, I wouldn't buy hair care by Blake Lively either. Like,
she does have nice hair, but I probably wouldn't. That's true. Good point.
I agree. She does have nice hair, but also she's a celebrity, and I don't think she does her own hair.
That's
not
true.
When we see her.
That's like saying that celebrities have really nice skin when they're probably going to get like skin treatments and facials every other week. So
That's right.
Yes, of course they're going to have nice hair. I agree. That's fair. But apparently she's been spending 7 years creating and personally testing every element of this collection. So we've got a nourishing mask, shampoo, dry shampoo, a mousse, strengthening mask, hair treatment. There's shampoo and conditioner. There's a pre-shampoo mask, which sounds interesting, and a strengthening shampoo. So lots of shampoos and different scents. I do like that they come in different scents. So if you want bergamot woods, you can have that. Or if you want milky sandalwoods. So like I do like that. I look, they're available in Target. So
and very affordable. Like in terms of like hair care products, they are not in that like,
they're not like Sephora
high-end. Correct. Yeah. You guys know I love to try new things, and I see that they have a blackcurrant vanilla glam mousse in here, and I'm just like, I want to smell it, I want to use it, and then I probably want to eat it. I don't think this is really going to be widely available in Australia. No. And if it is, it's probably going to take a while to get here. But also, I mean, if she spent 7 years creating and personally testing every element of the collection, she then went ahead and spent just a few minutes destroying her own reputation lately, because there was some big drama around Blake Lively and she's being called out as a bit of a nasty person.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you for keeping me up to date, because I had no idea. But look, even hearing all of that and just discussing this hair care brand, I think the price of it, the different scents, the different sort of options.
Yeah.
If it was in Australia, and if it was in like Woolies,
you would try it,
and it was like 30% off, I'd be like, I need a new shampoo. Maybe I'll
Yes,
try it.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Absolutely. And I don't think the drama is going to like affect her brand because when a fan is a fan, like they don't care, you know.
Or if a product is
drama
good
doesn't matter.
and the price is
That's
right,
correct.
it is what it is.
Absolutely.
I want to smell like
That's correct.
blackcurrant and vanilla.
I want to smell it too. Yeah, I do.
Cool.
I would walk through. They've also got like a wild nectar. What does that smell like?
I want to
know. Yeah. So would the drama stop me from investigating the brand further? No.
All right, the next sort of celebrity range, and I know that people are going to get very excited for this one. We don't have much information. The photos, they look really amateur to me. I am not buying this, but I know a lot of people will. It looks like Dolly Parton is bringing out a makeup range and is starting with lipsticks. Now, these are very bejazzled. They're very sparkly. To me, this reminds me of like early 2000s, like I can imagine like Paris Hilton or something bringing this out.
Yes.
So to me, it's quite tacky, but you do you if you love it. But apparently these are going to be like $20 each, and there's 4 shades. So pretty good price point. Like she's not putting a Dolly tax on it, which is great.
No, that's good. This when I first saw this, I actually thought it was a collaboration between MAC and Dolly Parton.
Fair.
I don't know why. It just something about the way the lipsticks were like placed out. I was like, it's got to be a MAC collab. It's not. Look, would I expect anything less of Dolly Parton with jewel encrusted lipsticks? No, absolutely not. I don't really respect this, but I don't really respect any celebrity brands that much. But I love Dolly Parton, so I'm torn.
Yeah, see, I think she's great. I'm not a fan exactly, but she's a celebrity that I respect. And I know that she does a lot of good things, and she does a lot of supporting kids with reading and a lot of funding of like Moderna and trying to make like good in the world, which I really respect. So I think I even like some of her songs. It's just I'm not like, anyway, whatever. I respect her. I think she's great. And I wouldn't buy these, but I would trust that they're not crap, is what I'm saying. I feel like she's got integrity.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think she does as well. I don't think this would be a brand where she'd just be like, yes, you can use my name and my face. I don't think she's not that dumb.
No.
Like you can't call something Dolly Beauty and put your face on it if you're Dolly Parton and not actually have like significant pull behind the scenes. You'd never convince me of that. So I think they will probably be good. I want to see what else she would bring out.
Yeah, I want to see what else.
I'm curious.
Yeah, all right. We're going to jump into holiday releases because we're starting to see some holiday things coming out. Now, every month, it's just going to snowball. We're going to see so many holiday releases, then it's going to hit like November and they're just going to stop. But what we've decided to do, there's not many at the moment, so we're just going to pick out the semi-interesting ones, and that's what we're going to do from like throughout the rest of the year. We might do some dedicated holiday videos, but we'll just pull out the few that we think are worthwhile talking about.
I'm going to start with Benefit. I don't know what's going on with this collection, and I can't decide if I love it or hate it. I think I love it. There's something about this that I don't understand, but it's fantastic. It seems to be based around food.
Yeah, and shopping.
And grocery
shopping.
Yeah, it's
maybe they're making a play on like the cost of living.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? I believe that. Potentially they're like, yeah, the cost of living is fucked. So let's just put all of our really expensive beauty products in mock-up food packages and see how people feel about that. But essentially what we have is, I'm not going to go through what's in the packs or anything like that, but you've got mini packs of products as Benefit do every year, and the packaging is based around food products. So you've got like a chip packet, you've got a can of soup, a can of peas, you've got like eggnog milk carton mock-up with brow products in it.
An energy drink.
It's fantastic.
Looks like noodles.
There's one
cup of noodles.
Yes, there's one that's like, olive oil
Yeah,
tins.
the tins, the big
yeah,
tins.
yeah. There's one of them, and there's one
So
that
weird.
looks like a shopping basket.
Yeah, that's an advent calendar.
Also an advent calendar. Yeah, I I love it. I think it's really clever, but it's not related to holiday at all. Other
No.
than having stacks of packs and an advent calendar, like you would never ever pick this as a holiday release. Although we eat food at Christmas.
True.
So
That is the main thing that we do at
No.
Christmas in my household is we eat a lot of food and make a lot
Eat
of food and
food.
eat food for days
That's
straight.
right.
I'm just going to
Yeah.
say, though, that as a mum of 2 little kids, I would be tempted to get this advent calendar just so they love pretending that they're shopping. They're like kids
Shopping,
fake
yeah.
food is like people they love that kind of stuff. And this little pink
Yeah.
shopping basket would be
I
the
want it for my
highlight.
empties.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do I.
I really want it. Like, and you know what?
Oh, there's a
Do you
thing. Lashes
remember-
come in a thing of sardines. All right.
No.
I like
It's
this.
ridiculous. I love it.
I like it.
Do you remember when Coles did that promotion where you would spend a certain amount of money and then you get a little like mystery bag with a grocery item, a little plastic one?
We still
I
have it.
fucking went mad for that. It's so cute. It's cute and stupid.
I know the advent calendar's at Adore Beauty right now. I saw an ad for it. All right, the next holiday reveal is a collaboration, actually, and there's a few collaborations in these. Look, there's a lot of holiday collaboration overlap, but this is a holiday palette from Hourglass, and it's a collaboration with Barneys New York. So it's exclusive to Barneys New York, I believe, and it is just one of your typical 6-pan Hourglass face palettes with limited edition packaging. It's very boring. It's going to be $90 gasp. But if you like it or you love Barneys, then you can get it. It kind of looks like a normal one that's just got stickers on it. That's what I think it looks like.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna assume it's not a sticker, just simply
No.
because like there's some printing outside of the lid.
Yeah.
But honestly, inside, like these Hourglass palettes, man, they've been around for years and they never
same
get more
every year.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. But if you love these sort of palettes, I do understand that because I've loved the ones that I've had too.
Yeah, but I'm also curious about what they're bringing out this year for their official holiday range, because last year they
Yes.
had the cool sort of like, was it jellyfish and tiger and
yes.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Those were pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm sure they're doing it
I
again.
think they did. Yeah, I think they did animals on the previous
Yeah.
year as well. Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
We've seen the limited edition Laneige scents that are coming out for Christmas. Now, they do this every year, but sometimes the scents stick around and they make them permanent. I'm not sure if that's going to happen this time around because these are very Christmassy scents. So we have a candy cane lip sleeping mask. This reminds me a little bit, they had a peppermint one. This one has that cool sort of like white and red swirl. It also comes in the glowy balm version. Then they've got an eggnog latte lip sleeping mask. This is what probably a lot of people are going to buy. It's going to go very popular. Might be one that well, eggnog is very holiday, so it's very hard to be like, let's make this an all year round thing. And then they also have a mini pack. Now, this is going to contain berry, gummy bear, berry's the original one, gummy bear, mango, watermelon pop, and peach iced tea. Now, I've got watermelon pop. It is very nice. I do like it. It smells very nice. It's slightly pink
mini
though.
pack.
Yeah, I want this mini pack too. I sort of want the candy cane one and the mini pack. I think they're very nice.
Yeah.
I would consider getting them. But the mini pack looks good. I like it. Anyway,
I feel like
they're the sense if people were curious, because I know that people hang out for what's coming out.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic holiday pack for people who like the fresher, fruity scents.
Should me.
Yeah, I might have to buy that.
Me too. We've got a couple of NYX collaborations. We'll start with the holiday one and then we'll get into general collaborations. This one is with Home Alone, which is odd to me. I get that that's a very Christmassy Home Alone. Watch it as a Christmas movie, absolutely. but it's like an animated one. There's an advent calendar. There's a fat lip oil pack, a palette, which I actually like the look of. I think the eyeshadow palette's really pretty.
Me too.
Yeah, there's like blush trios and whatnot, and they all have this sort of Home Alone animated vibe to it. They also have these cool butter glosses, which have this sort of like striped pattern, and there's holiday sort of scents to them, or colors at least. I actually like the products. Like, I feel like the products look good in that collection, but the collaboration throws me off because I don't actually want a little animated Kevin McAllister on my thing. Like,
no, neither do I.
But I think the products look good. So if you actually want, if you like NYX and you want some of their products, I think that they do look good. The next collaboration with NYX, and this is out now, whereas that other one's coming for holidays. This one I'm interested in. This is the annoying thing. I love the theme of this. I don't like the products, whereas the last one I liked the products, I didn't like the theme. This is Beetlejuice, and this is for the new Beetlejuice movie that's coming out. I want to see it. I'm very excited. I grew up with Beetlejuice. I love all the references.
Same.
This, to me, is very exciting. However, I don't like the look of the makeup. But what we have here, there's a recently deceased palette. It's got a lot of green. It's got like pinks. It's whatever. There is the Shrinker makeup sponge. So this is like the shrunken head. Cute. There's a Beetlejuice gloss, which is a red gloss. There's the Dead Cold reusable under eye patches. These look like jelly patches that you can put like in the fridge and depuff. Interesting. Yeah. And I do look dead in the morning, so that makes sense to me. There's Afterlife Passport Cheek palette. There's a Sandworm Swirl Butter Gloss. And these come in different shades. And again, they have that sort of pinstripey swirl that we saw in the holiday collection, but with like crazier colors. Like there's a black and white one, and then there's some with like, you know, purple and green and whatnot. So it's a little bit more kooky. And then there's the Pinstripe Duo liners. So they're available now. I love this theme. I don't want any of the makeup. Maybe the sponge and maybe one of the spiral glosses potentially.
Yeah, I feel you. I totally get it. Like, I look at especially the eyeshadow palette from the Home Alone.
Yeah,
that's
it's nice.
Beautiful color story. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I look at the Beetlejuice one and I'm like, I do understand, yes, the colors are relevant to the show, but also snooze.
Yeah, I agree.
From Bath & Body Works, we've got a Stranger Things collection. There appears to be like, you know, a wallflower plug-in and fragrance refills and things like that. The candles look fantastic.
Like that stand?
The jar.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we've got, like, there's 3-wick candles. You've got a candle holder, as Kat mentioned. You've got some hand sanitizers and soaps and things like that. You know what? I stopped watching Stranger Things. I don't know why, but I love this collection. I think they've done a really good job with this. Bath & Body Works usually do. I feel like they don't crap out on shit like this.
Yeah.
They do a good job.
They do, and I like their products when they're on sale. Like, don't buy full price. Look, these are probably going to be full price because they're probably going to sell out. But I think my hesitation about this collection is I reckon the scents are going to be yuck. Like, I'm all about scents. Like, I like things that smell nice. Yeah. And this one is like Eddie's leather jacket candle. Like, I don't want that in my house.
Does it smell like Eddie's leather jacket? Because that's gross.
Yeah, I agree. Like, teenager leather jacket, it's going to be festy. So I don't know. Like, I would check these out. But I did watch Stranger Things. And what confuses me is, why is this out now? Wasn't like Stranger Things out a year ago nearly?
I don't get it. From Makeup Revolution, we've got another Mean Girls collection. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they've done this like 28 times. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much. Every Wednesday.
Like so it's every Wednesday. It's celebrating the 20th anniversary. So we obviously celebrated the 19th and the 18th and the 17th and the 16th. The Sweet 16, and next year it'll be the 21, and oh my God. So we've got another another Burn Book palette.
Yeah.
They've released 20 of them. They've got cream blushes, lip glosses, a whole bunch of lip glosses actually in different scents. So we've got like peach and cherry. I'll take both of them. There's a blender called Get In Loser. So I
I'll take one of
approve of
them.
that. And then you've got, yeah,
I'm a
and then you've
loser.
got like a headband. And me too. Headband, hair clips. And then there's like a loose powder and stuff. I think if you are a fan of Mean Girls, you probably get behind this. I wouldn't say that the products are terrible. The palette's not great. Looks a bit
It's
all over the
average at
place.
best.
It is average. I'm just really realizing the lip glosses have like little R's attached to them. I don't know. Okay, I take back everything I said. I can't get behind this.
I can't either. See you later.
We're going to move into talking about some base products and other beauty, generalized beauty. So from By Mario, we've got a Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder. So it comes in 7 shades. It's meant to do all of the things, you know, that all the good stuff that they mention. There's also a Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray, which is probably what I'm most interested in. And there's a Master Pro Puff, which is, you know, it's a double-sided puff applicator tool. I feel like By Mario's been doing a lot of products recently.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. All right, the next one. This one I'm actually keen to try, which is unusual. Huda Beauty. So this is their best kept secret, and they're so happy to share. Our easy family is growing. Okay, so they are expanding their sort of easy bake powder range. And these aren't powders, and they're not necessarily easy, but they are blurring. So that is probably the common thing here. So the newest things are Easy Blur Foundation and an Easy Blur Primer. Now, they say paired with the Blur and Bake powders, you get the most blurred skin ever. So this is launching on the 1st of September on the Sephora app and available worldwide, online and in-store 2nd of September. Now, I have to say, go you good thing releasing it worldwide in the same day. I am sick and tired of Natasha, Denona and brands alike being like, just because you're in Australia or Mexico, you have to wait 6 months to get your fucking products.
It's ridiculous.
It is bullshit.
Sort your shit out.
Yeah, so this actually looks really good. It looks very liquidy. I would try this. There's a photo on the screen where it's like untouched and it's got her normal skin, and then the combination of what I assume is all three that they're talking about. It does look stunning.
It does.
I want to try it. But anyway, that's what's coming out from Huda. Also at Sephora, which we're talking about a lot of Sephora brands here, LYS Beauty, they're bringing out their Triple Fix Skin Tint. This is a stick foundation, but it's a like 3-in-1 product. It's a primer, serum, and foundation in one in 22 shades. So this is coming out later in the month. So in stores the 30th of August and online at their website, I think the 27th. But it looks interesting. I found the liquid foundation version from this range is very popular. It's very silicone-y. So I wasn't a huge fan, and I reckon these sticks would be as well. But it's an option for the LYS lovers.
The comparison of like the before and after on the model looks very good.
Yeah.
Her skin looks fantastic. We've got a new concealer from MAC. This is a Studio Radiance 24-hour Luminous Lift Concealer. It's supposed to instantly conceal, hydrate, brighten, diminish the look of dark circles by 18% in just 12 weeks.
That's not enough.
So
18.
it's got that
18%?
I know. 18. Yeah, 18%
that's barely
in
measurable.
12 weeks. It's a very small amount. There is an asterisk on that. I don't know what it means. They don't mention it. It means that it might not be effective for you. Anyway, it's coming out in 44 shades, which is fantastic. We appreciate a big shade range. Look, these types of concealers seem to be the big thing in recent years. it seems that a lot of brands are focusing on skincare based concealers. And to be fair, I've tried a few of them and so far I'm liking what they're putting out. So this could be very nice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested in this, and I haven't bought a MAC item in a long time.
I'm not going to lie, I'm interested in this as well. I have found what I think is probably my perfect concealer, but I'm always curious about what's out there. And this is saying it's got 80% skincare ingredients, which is a lot. It's got niacinamide, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid. Now, I would try this. I historically have not liked MAC-based products, but I like most other MAC products. So I want them to bring their base products to a level where I'm like, I am excited for this. So I would try it. I would try it.
I'm like you. I have historically not liked MAC-based products either. They have a tendency to break me out.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that it can't be better.
Correct.
So.
Okay, another thing I want to try, to the point that I was actually in the chat window with Mecca being like, when are they coming in Thor? And they're like, we don't.
Oh, okay.
Soon. So this is Naked Sundays. Now, Naked Sundays is an Australian SPF brand. Highly recommend their top-up mist thing, their spray.
Yeah.
Their SPF spray is excellent. They're bringing out, or they've brought out, the Beauty Screen Peptide Foundation Tint SPF 50. Now, this is on their website. Yeah, it's on their website now. It is coming to Mecca soon. I am wanting to buy it in store and review it but I want it in store so I can actually try it. This looks good. So it's got peptides, it's got skincare ingredients like niacinamide and squalane and all this kind of stuff. But what it comes down to is it's a tinted SPF 50. I like this sunscreen range. I want something that's light and easy to wear on a daily basis that has SPF in it. It's supposed to be lightweight, whereas I find that a lot of tinted sunscreens can be quite greasy. I want to try the heck out of this.
They've got that intense heaviness, don't they? Yeah.
They do. But also one thing that's interesting, and I don't know when this is coming out in the US, but Naked Sundays went to, they're in stock in the US now. I think it's in Target. So you can actually buy, if you wanted to buy Australian sunscreen, this is, look, to be fair, some of their sunscreen's much thicker than what we're used to as Australian sunscreen, but it shows this is sort of tested in our regulations and our elements and whatnot. Yeah. And it's SPF 50 here, which means in the US or wherever you are, it's going to be very good. So I want to try this. It's only 13 shades, which isn't much, but again, this wouldn't be a full coverage. It's just a little tint. I'm just hoping that they're not really yellow and oxidizy like some other. Anyway, I'm curious.
Yeah. That's always a concern for me as well with tinted sunscreens. It's having the right amount of coverage and not oxidizing.
Yeah.
I think another Aussie skin SPF brand that is available in the US is Ultraviolet.
I know they're available in the UK. I'm not sure if they're in the US.
Oh, the UK. Okay.
Yeah. And they do have a tinted thing. But that's an example of one that I found. I just tested it in store, but it felt very greasy and didn't oxidize. It was very, very sort of orange toned. So I'm hoping these aren't the case. And I really want to try them. So, but
I'd be interested in trying that. All right. We have some new foundations from Patrick Ta. This is the Major Skin Hydra-Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. Long name. So it comes in 30 shades, retails for $58, and it's basically skincare in foundation. So you've got triple hyaluronic acid complex, you've got plant-derived squalane and kombucha, which is supposed to help enhance the skin smoother
and the gut health
and radiance and the gut health. Don't forget to drink your foundation. It comes out later in August 26th. So it'll actually be up by the time you are watching this. So yeah, I think, look, I need to get around to trying Patrick Ta. I like the look of this hydrating foundation. That's right up my alley. Can you tell? I'm a bit glowy today.
Yeah, one thing I really like about this, if you look at the swatches, they have like distinct different undertones. Like they're not doing the like cool, neutral, warm. They're not doing that sort of one for one. But you can definitely see that some are more pink toned, some are more yellow toned, some are more peachy, some are barking at us.
Yeah, it's Freya. Okay, our last complexion item is from Victoria Beckham Beauty. I feel like we haven't talked about this brand in a long time, but they've released something that's a little bit interesting for reasons. So this is, it's called the Concealer Pen. It's a luminous coverage concealer, and it is designed to improve your complexion in 4 weeks of use. They don't give a percentage though. Now, what's interesting about this is it contains a whole bunch of skincare items, but it's actually released or created in partnership with Augustinus Beta, which is the brand that makes the skincare, the face cream that is, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Which I've tried and it's nice, but my God, it is not like 200 and something Australian dollars nice, if you know what I'm saying.
Starting point. There was a product that she created, a primer or something, that was in collaboration and did have that complex that makes that skincare brand's products very famous. So this is going to have it as well. I think this is actually a good mix because when you get to our age, you want sort of anti-aging things around your eyes. So I think this is interesting. But what is a deterrent is that we can only get online. It's got 16 shades. $68 US, and I think it's like 100 and something Australian dollars for a concealer. Like, it's a risk unless you have a lot of cash to splash.
It is.
But it's interesting. It's a point of difference with other skincare infused concealers, in my opinion.
I hate how expensive it is, but I would want to try this and do like a 4-week test and see like before and afters, all that jazz. Why do they get me with this crap, Cat? For God's
sake. They're sort of getting me as well. Look, to be fair, I was talking to Simon about it the other day because we like to talk about these kind of things. And he was saying that they often have sales on the website and he's like signed up to like text alerts and stuff. So I said, when there's the next sale, let me know when these are released because I think it's released.
Yeah, can you let me know too?
Yeah, I'll let you know. All right, we're going to shift over to eyeshadow palettes. We're going to go through these very quickly. One thing I wanted to update from last month, I said that there was a new Glaminatrix palette coming out, but we couldn't show it to you. Here it is. It's a Barely Basic palette. So it's got sort of 2 rows of shimmers. One is sort of like an iridescent topper row. One is more like a sparkly nude, very pretty row, and then you have 3 rows of mattes, and in the columns there are beautiful color stories. So this is already quite a popular palette. It's gorgeous. I've used it many times. Very pretty. Out now. What is probably the biggest talk of the town? Is it? I don't know. It's a new Natasha Denona palette. This is one that is sort of staggered release, so we're not getting it until forever. But this is the I Need a Warm palette. So this is like a warmer version of the I Need a Nude palette. To me, it's slightly deeper. And this has a bottom row of like cool shades from the photos anyway. There is one shade that's like a multi-chromy color, but I think she's going to milk this. She's going to do, I need a cool palette. I need a dark palette. I need a break. I need a drink. I need a nap.
I'm just having a look. Like, I've got the I Need a Nude palette here. And I mean, I feel like it's
very similar.
Cool tone.
But compared to like this, it looks like she's taken some shades from the bronze palette, had a baby with the I Need a Nude palette. There is it's just becoming so redundant, but it shows you that that's what's selling, and she's not an idiot. Like, she knows that the I Need a Nude palette last year, everyone was talking about, including us, like including me, including whatever. So this is just her piggybacking off that and seeing if the trend can continue, and it likely will.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it would have been smarter to do a I Need a Cool palette, because people were quite disappointed that palette, like the I Need a Nude, promised to be more cool toned, and it ended up being more neutral when applied. I think this is pretty. If I didn't have heaps of her palettes already, that looked like this, I would potentially get it.
And that's the thing, like, you know, people have been asking her for nude palettes, so I definitely think she needs to release them. But also, knowing what nudes people truly want is where it gets hard, and not everyone wants the same thing. Some people want cool tones, some people want neutral, some people want warm. So it wouldn't surprise me if she does release more I Need
Yeah, 100%.
whatever palettes in the future.
We've seen the latest palette from Nomad Cosmetics. They often do, well, they always do a palette themed around a place, and this one is Mount Fuji in Japan. I believe this is called Fuji 5 Lakes palette. It's already launched, and it's supposed to be an autumn palette, but it's a mix between warms and cools. So you can see there are some true reds, there are some variations on teal, and then there are like bright canary yellows. So it's a very interesting color mix. Like, some people are gonna love this. To me, it's none of this is for me. None of this is for me. I can't get behind it, but it's interesting.
I like the reds. We've got a collection from Pat McGrath releasing. It's called Summer Glow, and it consists of 2 eyeshadow palettes, some cream blushes, and a skincare item. So the palettes are Nirvana Nectar and Opalescent Orchid. They are mini quad palettes. Apparently there are some overlaps in here. We are not sure what they are. So if you have a really big collection, just make sure you do your research there. The Divine Skin Rose 001, the essence is a skincare essence for your skin. And then the cream blushes, there's 3 shades. You've got a cool pink rose, a vivid fuchsia, and a vivid orange. I have to admit, I feel like those palettes look very familiar. Like,
they do. Yeah, I have heard that there are some overlaps with other palettes, but I'm not,
Yeah.
Do your research. I don't care enough.
We do have a small collection from Chantecaille. This one is a cheetah collection. You've got an eyeshadow trio, which contains 3 very nude shades. I actually think it's pretty nice. I like it. And then there are 3 lip veils. You've got a peachy nude, an earthy pink nude, and a soft cinnamon.
We are going back in time a little bit. We've got a new palette from Too Faced. This is the Appley in Love palette. Now, that pun I feel like is a bit clunky. I did see someone suggest it could have been apple of my eye or something. Like, I think there's better apple puns that you could use, but we are talking about Too Faced here, so we can't expect too much. But this is an apple scented palette, and it does have neutral red, green, and warm caramel shades. And it's $54 US, and it's the same sort of format as the Sweet Peach. So we're getting back into 2015, 16. So we're going back in time here. I think this is fine. I don't hate that they're going back in time. It's sort of twigs, like there's a little bit of nostalgia going on.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm not going to buy it.
It smells like caramel apples.
Yeah. Yeah, I would smell it.
I want to eat it.
I would definitely smell it. One last palette, I think this is the last one. This one I would actually consider buying. I suspect this is a holiday palette, but we haven't got confirmation about that. No one said it's holiday.
I think so
it's
too.
It's a new City Space Cowboy Star palette by Urban Decay. Now, this is shaped like a star. Someone mentioned Voldemort's name in saying that this looks like it could be from the brand that we shall not name. It looks very much like that. But I kind of also like it. It's like shiny pink and whatever. But this is a palette designed around the Moondust eyeshadow Space Cowboy, which is very, very popular, and for good reason. It's a beautiful eyeshadow. You can see it in the middle here. It sort of has this sort of almost like an orangey caramel, very slight base color, like very, very translucent base color, and then this like silver sparkle. It's very gorgeous, one and done eyeshadow. But they're saying it doesn't have to be one and done. You can use all these 5 shades around it to complete a look.
Absolutely.
So this is going to sell really well. I'm just wondering, like last year they had the palettes themed around the Moondust eyeshadows, like Space Cowboy, blah, blah, blah. I'm just wondering, is this going to be like that where it came to Australia, it was in stock for like 5 seconds, sold out, and they're like, sorry, that's it, it's not being restocked? Or are they actually going to have decent stock? I'm not sure. But I think this is going to sell well.
Yeah. So can I just confirm, am I seeing things or have they made that Space Cowboy one in the middle slightly bigger?
Slightly bigger. Yeah.
Fantastic idea. Let's move on to some lip products. We're going to start with a shade expansion or scent expansion from e.l.f. These are the Squeeze Me lip balms. We've got 2 new flavors, scents, shades.
Both.
We've got mango and watermelon. These look lovely. So they've got shea butter, hyaluronic acid, and goji berry in them. Love the flavors that they're adding, and they're just expanding on an already existing range. There's something about this arm swatch that I don't know why. I can't decide if I like it or dislike it, but I want to poke it.
Yeah, and these come in a duo. So if you don't like one,
you buy them. Oh, you buy them together.
Yeah, these ones you do.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Sorry. Thanks, Kat.
All right, next is a new lipstick line from Nars. Now, I bought one of these the other day, so I'm familiar with the formulation.
Oh, did you?
These are the Explicite lipsticks. They're available now. Now, in different areas, they have different amount of shades available. I think at Mecca, you've got like 24 shades. I think on the Nars website, there's like 36, something. Like, there's a lot of shades. It's supposed to be a vibrant lipstick. It's supposed to have pure color payoff, whatever that means. It's supposed to be smudge resistant, and it's quite nourishing. So the big difference between these and past lipsticks in the Nars range is that these are refillable. So you can actually take the inside out and buy inserts. And the price is fairly decent. And not in terms of the lipstick, but like it's not like Charlotte Tilbury where if you buy a new powder refill, it's almost the price of the full powder. Like it's like almost half the price. So it makes sense to buy the refill. And the packaging is a nice solid metal, so you can keep it for a long time. These are a lot more lightweight and comfortable than like the Audacious lipstick. So if those are a bit heavy and sort of a bit drying, these are a bit more comfortable. But in terms of, they're in Australia, but they're sort of hard to get. I went to a store and there was like 6 shades available, and I was like, it was just... it was a mess. Expensive though. These are 66 Australian dollars, and I wouldn't buy another one for that price, but they're quite nice.
Yeah, that's a bit rich. We've got some lip products from YSL as well. These are the Inks Vinyl Cream. So they're a mirror shine lacquer, and they're supposed to give you bouncier lips over time. 24-hour comfort, 90% skincare infused.
Wow.
Comes
in 7 shades. That's what a wide shade range we have there. Can I just say one thing that I find annoying about these YSL lip products is they constantly bring out new ones, but they constantly seem like the same ones that they've already had out.
That is a really good point. I feel like they bring out a small selection and then discontinue them and bring out a new small selection, and they're just the same thing that they released 6 months ago. Okay, we're getting to the end of the episode. It's time to talk about fragrance. For me personally, this is actually my favorite part of the episode every month.
At the moment, it is mine too, yes.
Yeah. So we've got something here. It's called Knead, and it's released for Auntie Annie's or Auntie Anne's. I don't know. I'm not
Auntie Anne,
with this brand.
Yeah.
Auntie Anne, but it's a pretzel scented fragrance. Just give it to me.
I do want to try this.
I don't understand, but also I understand perfectly clearly. It's supposed to be a warm, freshly made pretzel scent. It's available at a pop-up that is not, it's in New York. I don't know, the Pretzel Perfumery pop-up on August 13th. So it's actually gone, and then it was available on their website. Sometimes I wish I lived in America just so I could have access to these stupid things. But then I'm like, lucky I don't, because
we have access to
million stupid
healthcare
perfumes. Yeah, exactly.
But I do agree with you. Like
Good
notes
point.
of buttery dough, salt, and a hint of sweetness. Yeah, I would fuck with that. I would fuck with that.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Britney's back, bitch. So the thing that I find hilarious, like we know that Britney Spears has been releasing fragrances recently, so it's not a new thing. But I love that this new Candied Fantasy is like exactly like the same bottle that was out when I was in high school, and I am 38 years old. So she's not messing with what worked, what made her a fortune. She's like, let's just stick with the same old bottles, but put a gradient of pink instead of a solid pink. These notes is bubblegum, strawberry, orange, jasmine, hibiscus, lily of the valley, cupcake, musk, and sandalwood. I would not blind buy this, but I would try this in store.
I want to smell it.
I
want to smell it, and I want to spray it on me.
If it was true, like bubblegum can go really funky on me, but if it was like strawberry bubblegum, like strawberry hubba bubba, spray it up my nose. Just insert a tube up my nose and spray it in there. I will mess with that. This next one, Dolce & Gabbana, there is a dog fragrance. Now, I talked about this on TikTok.
It's for dogs.
And apparently people are like, yeah, duh, there's dog fragrances out there. So this is a bit of So apparently if you get your dog taken to like get groomed, they have dog perfume. Yeah. There's other people that are saying, so this has got ylang ylang, musk, sandalwood. Other people are saying ylang ylang is apparently poisonous for dogs. What the fuck? But this is 99 euros. It's got a 24 karat gold plated paw on the front. So this is bougie as shit, but it is tested by, like, it's supposed to be approved by vets and is like safe for pets. But this is just the height of ridiculousness.
Yeah. So it does say it's Safe Pet Cosmetics certified. It also includes a dog collar with a tag for the 99 euros. Look, I've got a dog with sensitive skin anyway. She's constantly got some weird allergy from probably grass. And like, I wouldn't use it, but I think if you are a bougie kind of person and you love your pet, I can see you being interested in this.
As long as ylang ylang is not actually bad for your pet. But also, like, dogs have such sensitive noses. This is such an example of the owner.
I wonder
it's just very selfish, I would say.
Yeah. I wonder if the dog would be a bit overwhelmed.
They probably want to smell like garbage, to be fair. They probably want to smell like dog.
Yeah, they do. That's why they roll in stinky shit. Like, they love that. They don't want to smell like ylang ylang. My obsession with Fleur continues, and I really need to get this brand out of my system. They've got a new fragrance. It's called Heavy Cream. My God, I want to drink it. So they're calling it a milky impression of decadent sweetness. It's got lemon sugar, marshmallow, orange, jasmine, coconut cream, something I can't pronounce, vanilla, salted caramel, and whipped cream notes in it. I just want it. It's supposed to be a bright and luminous citrus, floral, sweet, and silky scent.
Yeah, would fuck with that as well.
Absolutely.
And the last thing is a new replica fragrance. This has been out in the US and Canada. I asked at Mecca. It's coming sometime. Cool. Thanks, Mecca. You're very helpful. But
super useful.
Super useful. Very impressed with the help I received there. This is Afternoon Delight, and it's supposed to be a vanilla-y Madeleine scent, which I am down for. I have heard mixed reviews on this though, so I don't know how good it actually is. But the notes are vanilla, whipped cream, sandalwood, musk, and Madeleine. So those fancy French biscuity, cakey things. Again, I want this up my nose. I want to smell it. I have heard people that are really into gourmands disappointed, and other people saying this is really great. I quite like replica fragrances. I think they are a little bit more airy, and so I don't know. I'm curious.
Yeah.
As soon as this comes out, I'm going to go smell it. But that is, that's what's new in the fragrance world.
I love it. I want to smell that one as well. I do agree that replica fragrances can be a little bit left of field of what you're expecting them to be, though. So
yes. Yeah. They claim one thing and then they're sort of just, it's like an interpretation of it and it's not quite what you expect.
I agree. Yeah. But that wraps up beauty news for us this month. We would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section. Let us know if there's anything in particular that you're excited about, or, you know, you've already picked up, like Cat in the lipstick, the Nars lipstick.
Give us your review of things that you've tried.
Yeah.
Do you recommend
Definitely
or not?
let us know. Yes. So we're going to leave that there. Give it a thumbs up. Wait, is that the same as like? Yes. Share. Subscribe. It's free. Even if you hate us, just subscribe.
Rage. Subscribe.
Rage. Subscribe.
What was your thing that you said on the makeup breakup a few months ago?
Oh, it was if you liked it,
give it a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you didn't.
Yeah. that exact thing.
I love it. I love it. Let's be sassy. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for joining us. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.